All right, we're going to reduce our bulk, then turn and top stitch this project. I'm pointing to the seams and the corners where I'm going to reduce the bulk. At the corners, the 90-degree corners, I'm going to cut at a 45-degree angle, being careful to leave probably about a 1/4 inch of space between the inside corner and where my cut is. Now, I'm going to trim the side seams. All right, they are 5/8, but just for this particular instance, we don't need a full 5/8, so we're going to trim it. And when you trim, leave more than half of it behind. You're only trimming off a little bit, right? If you trim off too much and the cut edge is too close to your stitches, it will bust. So if you cut it off, then you can put it back on the machine and stitch over those stitches that are closest to it just to reinforce them. Now here, you do not cut where you haven't sewn. So, but you do need to trim those 2 side seams next to the opening. So that's why I cut in and then trimmed away. So it kind of looks like a little top hat or a music rest. Now we turn it right side out. And whenever you turn something, you also want to go in and poke out all of the corners. Not completely poke out, but you should, if you sewed a square, you should end up with a square, not some weird pentagon trapezoid looking thing. So yes, there is a technical tool for this job. It's called a pointer. You can use a knitting needle if you have one, but I figured everybody would have a pencil at their house, so it's not a super sharp one. So I'm just using it to poke and sort of like wiggle the pencil around and almost like negotiate, have a little conversation with that corner. All right, see, look, doesn't that look so much better than it did before? Okay, now you can only really get these nice sharp corners if you reduce your bulk. That's the cutting part at the beginning. Okay, so you want to reduce bulk, just be careful not to cut or reduce too much. Okay, now we can stuff it. You've got your choices. I didn't send any stuffing home with you. For this, it's just a little thing. I'm going to make it for my cats. So I took an old ratty washcloth. I mean, it was clean, but it's not one that we use anymore. So I'm going to stuff it there. Now, it's not going to have the best, most even distribution. If I wanted that, I could have cut the washcloth up into different pieces. That way you can distribute a little bit more evenly. I don't know, think about things that you have in your house that you're not using anymore. Do you have a single sock? You know how you always lose at least one sock in the load? Maybe that other sock just wants something to do, so you can use that. All right, we're going to top stitch this close, but like that little caption just said, you can also slip stitch this close, and slip stitching it will make that opening look like the side seams all the way around it, and you won't see any machine stitching. So I'll put a link to that in the description box. All right, for this, I'm going to top stitch it closed, mainly because I'm going to give it to my cats, and top stitching is going to be stronger than the slip stitch. But that's because I expect my cats to, you know, kick this and bite at it. Most regular things don't require so much heavy stitching. Okay, so I lined up my seams at the opening to nest them together, if you will. I tucked the raw edges in so that it looks like the same as the other 3 sides. I pinned it in place, and now I'm going to go to the sewing machine. Now I am going to sew that seam first, the one that has the pins in it. All right, I'm going to take my time with it, making sure it's lined up. As far as the washcloth or whatever you stuff it with, make sure that you push that out of the way of the seam. You don't want to sew that with the very edge that you're doing the top stitching. Okay, so just push it out of the way and push it far enough away so that the presser foot doesn't have to raise up. You see how it's all pushed to the left side of my presser foot? Okay. All right, take your pins out as you go like normal. Now when I stitched across, when I do that, I close the opening. Okay, I stitched those two tabs together. And you'll see when we take it out, I don't want to leave it just like that. Honestly, I think that's ugly. I would like it to look more uniform. So what I am going to do is continue. See, if I just leave that, but leave the other sides, no thank you. What I'm going to do is continue to top stitch around the other three sides, even though they don't need it for structure. There's no function to it. It's decorative, let's say that, to make it look better. And top stitching, I've used that word a handful of times. Top stitching is stitching that you can see. The other times that you've sewn two pieces right sides together and then turned them so you don't actually see your stitches. Top stitching, you actually do see the stitches. Okay, what I'm doing there is pivot. All right, I make sure I leave the needle in the fabric when I get to the corner, lift the presser foot, and then I can spin my project 90 degrees. Push everything out of the way, sew, and I'm going to sew until I get close to the corner, needle in, presser foot up, spin, and in this case I'm going to push the washcloth out of the way so when I stitch it's not getting in there. Presser foot back down and continue to sew, and you'll see you can do this whenever you want an angle, like a sharp angle. Just make sure that your needle is in before you lift your presser foot up. Okay, and that's the third and final side because we already did the first one. Right. Now you're just gonna trim it up, trim all those little threads, make it look nice and neat. Admire your work. See how, because I top stitched all the way around, you really can't tell what side was the side that I left open. And if you slip stitch it closed, if you do a good slip stitch, you can't tell the side that was left open either. All right, either are acceptable ways of closing this. All right, I'm just gonna kind of fluff the washcloth that's inside there. I slipped some catnip in there for them. So just sort of fluff that out and admire your work. Da, 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 da.